hardest way possible to fucking get it out of the way.
Do you or do you not believe that the world went to shit after Harambe?
100%. 100%.
Oh.
And you know what else I believe? I believe Polly has no clue who the fuck Harambe is.
Everybody knows who Harambe is.
Polly does not.
I don't believe that.
I'll text her right now.
There's no way she doesn't know. Drop a comment down below. Does Polly know who Harambe is? Chat. That's so fucking annoying when people do that.
All right, chat. Go ahead and drop it up in the comments down below. Let me know. Does Polly know who Harambe is, or is she completely oblivious?
Like, it's so stupid. You're not going to see the comments until after the video in which the answer is going to be provided.
Yeah, pretty much. Go ahead and let us know in the comments below if you think that leaving comments down below is a dumbass thing to do. When asked by
Harambe.
Yeah.
I wonder how that kid grew up, though.
Probably miserable. You know what I just realized too? It actually makes perfect sense that Polly would know who she works with monkeys.
Like literal monkeys?
Like actual monkeys, yeah.
Not like kids.
No, not kids. Like actual monkeys. Well, it's a good thing we didn't put money on it.
Monkeys probably have a Harambe shrine.
They're probably so salty. But yeah, that kid in Cincinnati, miserable. I bet his dad hates him.
Everybody does.
Say something?
Something.
Look at your feed. It's not turning green.
It does when I'm loud.
Oh, there it is. All right.
But we can hear it.
All right. Yeah. I guarantee that kid's dad fucking hates his kid. You ruined our lives. You little shit. You little fuck face.
What if they like charge the kid or his family for like the price of a fucking full grown ape?
How much do you think a full-grown ape costs?
Drop it down below in the chat.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below what you think a full-grown silverback gorilla costs.
Was he silverback? Slackback?
Red black now. Red black? What the fuck? Red back.
Red back.
God damn it.
He's
Fucked up the joke.
Wet back. I can say that. I'm Mexican.
Yeah. Not the wet kind, but still.
Yeah, it's been a while since my back's been wet.
Yeah, I don't like the pool. I don't like the pool. I'm afraid to swim. And here's the thing. I know how to swim. I'm a fairly good swimmer. I'm afraid to swim and then white people walk by and see me.
You're white enough. They won't know.
Out here in Texas, yeah. In Texas, yeah, I can get away with it. But like when I lived in like Virginia or California, they immediately knew. It's like their minority radar was going off. They immediately knew. They were like, "You're not white, are you? What are you?
What are you?
You're mixed with something."
I don't care if your skin's whiter than me. You're not white.
They're like, what kind of brine you use in your moonshine? Tecate? Fucking hate Tecate. You know what else I fucking hate? Twilight.
Oh, man. I liked Twilight when I was younger. It was something I wanted to be.
A gay vampire?
Yeah.
Or a gay wolf? Was he a wolf?
It was just cool. The thought of it. Turning into a wolf. Running super fast.
That part is kind of cool.
Acting like a fucking boot when I'm playing baseball.
The baseball scenes are the dumbest fucking scenes in the history of scenes.
I can picture it now. Jasper doing his stupid little bat flip and Alice doing her weird ass pitching.
The stupid little long leg pitch.
Yeah.
Dumbest fucking thing in the world.
And then they just hit nukes at like Mach 30.
Yeah, it fucking completely ridiculous. Like, we need to play in the rain to hide our swings with the thunder. But also, because we hit so hard, we're basically hitting at Mach 2 because we're breaking the sound barrier, but our bats are perfectly fine.
Yeah, it was just like a cheap aluminum bat that like you could get at the flea market.
At the flea market.
It was like no name.
Meanwhile, I've seen baseball players fucking break wooden bats and like bend aluminum bats from swinging a ball coming at them 90 miles an hour.
I broke a softball bat once.
Yeah, see what I mean? These guys are throwing the ball at, I don't even know how fast it has to go to break the sound barrier, but let's just say Mach 1 for the sake of fucking around with this joke. Mach 1 is how fast they throw it, meaning that they're swinging harder than that because it is fucking stopping where it's at and immediately changing direction faster. So they have to be hitting it at, let's fuck around and just, I'm not a scientist. I don't know shit. They hit it at Mach 3. It is now traveling at Mach 2. Makes sense to me in my mind. But now Edward, little fuckboy, has to run at Mach 3 to pass this ball to get in front of it to catch it. And that's why we play in lightning, kids. Because we're faster than sound.
Looking at it from a baseball point of view, like Alex was probably throwing some fucking heat.
Oh,
because if Jasper's weird ass could hit at Mach 2, Alex could throw Mach 1.
Yeah.
So, like, it looked like they were playing at a reasonable distance, like maybe like a 60 feet pitching distance or whatever the distance is. Like, that is some serious training, some serious hand-eye coordination for him to hit nukes off of Alice like that.
That's some serious hand-eye coordination from her to be able to throw it so precisely. Because if she just had no hand-eye coordination, but she can throw at Mach 1.
Yeah.
And just, what?
Just beams him in.
There goes the town.
Kills Jasper.
Yeah. Just fucking lobs it right over him.
The ball would just keep going.
Yeah. Killed some poor son of a bitch in Arizona. I know. That, where were they in? Forks? Where the fuck is Forks?
Washington
State.
And then
Should have killed somebody in Arizona.
I think Esme was the catcher or something. Somebody was the catcher.
Wasn't it the mom?
Yeah, that's her name, right?
Mm.
Like, if Jasper didn't hit it, I don't think any of them had gloves. She would have to catch a Mach 1 baseball barehanded or take it to the chest.
And guaranteed she would have caught it barehanded and wouldn't have phased her.
Yeah, that's the...
She would have been like, ooh, you throw like a weak sauce.
Yeah.
And then she would have thrown it back at Mach 2. Stupid fucking movie. Team Jacob though. they're just not good.
Everybody just acting a fucking fool except Carlisle.
And I, what do you mean?
Carlisle had nothing to do with that fucking game. He like hit one time, and he was like, "All right, y'all acting like fucking fools. I'm gonna just keep this one in play." He did end up acting a fool because I think he ended up sliding into a base like there's no fielders, like there's no reason for you to slide.
Looks cool on camera.
Yeah.
Looks cool if I slide from 100 yards away to first base.
Yeah.
Third base, whatever the fuck he slid to. Didn't he like hit the fucking Super Jack dude? And there's gonna be our one viewer is a Twilight fan.
Yeah, die hard.
And he's gonna be like,
"That's not what happened."
Yeah, that's not how it goes. That's not why. Look, they play in the rain because fuck off. One viewer, no one cares about Twilight. Yeah, doesn't he like slide and then like hit his adopted kid in the leg, and he like flips or whatever?
No, I think you're confusing it when Emmett and Edward both chased that one ball.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, but when they crash, that also was perfectly timed with thunder.
Yeah, because they run so fast that when they collide, we're both going Mach 2 They don't explode,
Yeah.
even though they're made of fragile glass, apparently.
And we've seen in later movies that they can just decapitate one another with like
From
the flick
running
of a
at each
wrist.
other. Yeah. Nothing happens. Some thunder cracks, and then they fall down going, yo, we crashed into each other at Mach 2. We probably murdered a lot of things on the way here.
Yeah, that shockwave just like pulverized anything nearby. Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, at one point, one of them did throw the ball back to home plate.
Yeah.
And Esme caught it, and she like tagged out Rosalie as she was sliding. I remember because Bella was like, "You're out." So
That was her little sassy move.
yeah,
Her little, yeah, that's right. I could see you even though you're traveling at Mach 2.
yeah,
I know that the ball got here before you.
yeah, because I heard the thunder.
Stupid.
Oh man,
That
what
was
a
fun.
movie.
Yeah. And then I didn't like that they were like when you're like a new vampire, you're even stronger and faster. Like how much fucking stronger and faster do you need to be to able to withstand getting hit at Mach 2? Be able to run at Mach 2, throw at Mach 1. Be able to decapitate anybody with a flick.
Why didn't they all just join the major leagues?
Yeah. Well, probably because they don't age.
Yeah, but you could have just left the same way they did.
They could have just done it the same way that they did it in like. And have you watched the Eternals, the Marvel movie? There's like one of the Eternals. Obviously, they're immortal. He's like a famous actor, and he has been for like I don't know, over 100 years of cinema or whatever. But like he just plays as like a like he just is like a descendant of a famous actor each time. So it's like he started off as his own like great grandfather, and then like kept performing in India the entire time as like he would just like change his facial hair. That's what they should have done in the Major League baseball games. The Cullens.
Problem is they said they were in high school.
Oh, but they can't be in the sunlight because then they're all sparkly.
They signed a contract with MLB, but the contract states they can only play in the rain.
Yeah, can only play in the rain.
In thunder.
Indoor fields.
They just blow holes through all the fields. It'd be like the bench warmers, just like 3 dudes against everyone else.
Yeah. And then, oh no, each one of us is on a base. What do I do? Well, I'm actually so fast that I can hit the ball. I'll bat next. I'll run back to third, back to home plate, then to first. And you won't even know. You won't even fucking see it.
That's when they let the weird kid play, and that'll be Bella.
Have you watched Sonic the Hedgehog?
No.
So in Sonic, he's playing baseball by himself, and he's playing every position on the field because he's so fast. If they did that in Twilight, I would have respected it way more.
Alice pitches and catches it.
Yeah, she's like, strike one. But she also bats, so she misses her own pitch.
She's like, oh, don't.
But then also is fast enough to go and catch it, but wasn't fast enough to hit it.
It was fast enough to like pop behind herself and be the umpire.
Yeah.
Except one time she misreads her own pitch.
All this to say that 9/11 caused the creation of 50 Shades of Grey.
If you try hard enough, you can link anything to 9/11 and Harambe.
And Harambe. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. And I'm probably wrong. But if memory serves, which it doesn't, basically the way that it goes is 9/11 happened, right? And then from 9/11, somebody wrote a song and they sang it or whatever crazy thing. And then that inspired Stephanie Myers to have a dream about glittery vampires having sex with non-glittery vampire people. And then Twilight was born. And then somebody watched Twilight and was like, this would make a great softcore porno. 50 Shades of Grey was born. Thank you, 9/11.
And
2,000
then Harambe.
lives so that we can watch Christian Grey spank somebody's hiney. Causation.
Did you see those movies, 50 Shades?
Yeah, I haven't seen the last one, though.
How many are there?
3, I think. Yeah, there's 3. I haven't seen the last one.
If there's anything we specialize in, it's getting facts wrong.
Yeah, yeah. We were the worst at which is crazy. Like, I have to be so accurate and have all my facts and ducks in a row for my job, like my day to day. Outside of that, can't trust a word I say.
Hey,
Ain't nothing factual.
Nobody corrects us, so.
No, somebody corrected us in one of the
if they
comments.
don't correct us in the comments, it's fake.
Yeah. Make sure you leave it in the comments below if you think it's fake.
Chat.
Did you do it? Did you leave it in the And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon, or any of the other audio platforms, jump on over to YouTube. Real quick.
Leave a comment in the incorrect video.
Yes. leave it on the previous episode. And we probably won't get back to you. Or you can even email us at what's our email?
2vets2mics.
2vets2mics@gmail.com. And then we'll put you in the spam folder. Because why the fuck are you talking to us? Who do you think you are? Viewer. God, we need a tech guy.
Ethan.
Yeah, we need a tech guy just so I can get a zoom, like a dramatic, zoom in on me. And then it just get nice and tight. Because I want a box right here. And so I just look at you, viewer, and then just leave a comment somewhere. And then I can be like, all right, zoom out.
Leaves a voicemail.
Yeah.
How'd you get my number?
Yeah. By the way, you guys can do that. You guys can totally leave comments and email us videos or whatever it is you want us to talk about. We'll totally talk about it. We'll probably cut it out of the video because fuck you and what you want. Polly's going to be so mad. She says I curse too much on this thing.
It's not enough.
That's what I said. I think that's actually what I said. I'm pretty sure I said I don't curse enough. I think our 3 viewers tune in and they specifically count how many times I curse. Can we get a curse counter? Just popped up on the screen how many times I've cursed.
It just says not enough.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you remember, we talked about this in one of the episodes that I had never tried the Java Monster, and I tried it one episode, and I love these things.
It's just coffee, right?
Yeah, it's just coffee. They're fucking delicious. Do you want to try it? I wasn't gonna give you any.
They are good though.
Yeah, they're pretty good. What else did I want to? What were we talking about? Causation. 9/11.
Taxation.
With representation. By the way, I didn't know this, and I don't know if you knew this, but apparently, if you're under the age of 18 and you're working, there's a form you fill out, and they don't pull taxes out of your paycheck because you're a minor.
That's
you
why
can't
child
vote.
labor exists.
Yeah, you're a minor. You can't vote. Therefore, if you're getting taxed on your paycheck, so listen here, minor viewer, go fill out this form. And they won't pull taxes. You don't have to pay your $20 to the government with your ridiculously small check.
Their paycheck is $20.
Maybe back when... Did you work while we were in high school?
No.
I did. I worked at Journeys, the shoe store.
Was it good?
It was all right. It's pretty cool. Well, okay, so I worked at Underground. It's called Underground by Journeys. So it was like a offshoot of Journeys.
Yeah.
That was cool. My boss's name was Frank. He was a pretty chill dude. He got fired. Yeah, he got fired. He got replaced by a girl named Jenny.
Jenny.
She had a cupcake tattoo.
Jenny.
Jenny. She was a cunt.
Sounds like a cunt.
Yeah. Can we get a curse counter?
Cunt.
Not enough. Yeah, she was a dick. Then she was trying to get me fired, and then she fired me. Yeah, because they fired Frank. They put her in his position. Then she fired me. And then that same day, her boss, who was the boss of the Journey store, like the main Journey store, was like, dude, you got some great numbers. And then he didn't technically hire me since my firing hadn't processed yet. He just transferred me over to his store. And then I just never showed up to work after. Like I went for like a couple months, and then we graduated, and then I left to boot camp. But I never gave like a 2 weeks notice or anything. I didn't even pick up my last check. I was like, I'm fucking out of here. He's dead now. Died of sadness because I left.
It'd be like that.
That's why you have to put in your 2 weeks notice. Otherwise, people die.
I left like 2 months before I got sent out.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, let me just enjoy some free time.
Fuck free time. Free time's for the week.
When I was working at O'Reilly's, though, I asked to transfer to a store that was closer to my house. Mm-hmm. And when it finally went through, I was like, all right, yeah, this is my last day here. I'm going to be at the other store. And they're already tracking. He's like, all right, cool, good luck. And I forgot to clock out at that one store.
He's been on the clock for 178 hours.
Yeah. I haven't clocked out yet, so I haven't clocked out yet, so I haven't got that paycheck yet.
Someone's getting fired.
It's coming. No, I had to call him from the other store and be like, I may or may not have forgotten to clock out.
And then they were pissed. Were they pissed?
Nah, he did his thing. Fixed the hours.
By the way, Polly replied she does know who Harambe is.
Good. Everybody does. Everybody should.
Yeah. You know who doesn't know who Harambe is? People that died before Harambe.
Maybe they still knew him.
They didn't know him.
The people at the zoo.
They didn't know him. What was that thing? Wasn't it like dicks out for Harambe?
Yep.
That's why my dick is out right now. Go ahead and zoom out. Zoom out of the... No, I'm just kidding. I want everyone to see it. Zoom out and then pan down and then zoom in dramatically so you can see it.
They're going to send it to the Woodpecker app.
Let's go ahead and... You want to do some Would You Rathers? Or How Much For us?
Sure.
All right. Do you want to start it? Do you want to kick us off or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I could start it.
All right, I'll go ahead and start it.
So I saw this one. It was pretty common. People had probably heard it before, but the comments on this thread were pretty fucking wild. So it was one of those you're halfway in your mom and your dad's halfway in you.
Oh,
which
God.
way do you go?
All right, so you're halfway in your... I only have half. I don't even know.
Half of that.
Half of that? You're halfway in your mom, but your dad is halfway in you. Which direction do you go? Which way is hell?
I'll tell you which way is
well,
hell.
Okay, go ahead.
You push back and you pull mom in tight.
I was gonna say, no, I can't say this. My dad listens to this podcast.
Actually, I didn't say that all the way. It's you push back and you pull mom in tight. Roll Tide.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it said.
Roll Tide. Red and white, baby. That's good college football. If you don't know, what else you got? Or what were some of the answers on the thread? Is that one of the answers?
Yeah, full send.
Full send.
Yeah.
You jackhammer back and forth.
These are some of the responses that just don't make any sense, and that's what makes them more funny.
Okay.
Like, which way do you go? Kind of depends on whether your sister's pussy tastes good. Oh, we're getting canceled.
Oh, man. And the curse counter goes wild. Now it says totally enough.
Some dude asked if this was New addition to the Sear School program. That's enough of that one. No, we're definitely getting canceled.
Fuck it. Can't cancel me before I cancel me. I don't know what the fuck. I have one. It's not funny, but I got one. It's more, I guess, thought provoking.
It's okay. I have a good fake laugh.
Me too. Me too. Ask Polly. She's not gonna know until she hears this. It's all fake laughs. It's not funny.
It's also fake life. Just everything I do is fake.
No, I'm just kidding. I laugh at all your jokes, Polly. I promise. You actually are funny. Would you rather live your entire life with a constant feeling of being watched and followed, but never knowing by whom or why? Or live your entire life with a constant feeling of being completely alone in the world with no family or friends and no one that cares about you?
Easy. Second one. I'm already doing it.
Same for me. That's going to trigger my sister, too.
Yeah.
What do you mean you feel like you got no one that
Well,
loves
that's
you?
the exact response I was expecting.
Would you rather have the power to see 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into the future of anyone else except your own?
It's like That's a Raven.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just like choose. If it's somebody else's, I can just choose when and.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll have full control at any point. I'll tell you what I pick. And this is, like, realistically, you can go either way with this one. But I pick to be able to see into my own future 10 minutes ahead, go to Vegas, and just keep doing it until I'm like, all right, I'm gonna win something here.
Yeah, there's got to be like a limit to how many times you can do it, because otherwise you can infinitely see 10 minutes into the future.
Let's do 10 minutes and then an hour interval. So every hour you can see 10 minutes into your own future, and on the same foot you could do.
You're gonna be at the casino like, why does that guy just bet one time, win
every hour,
and then he stands up and waits every hour?
That's why. Or I would do it. Fuck, man, an hour just feels like too long to exploit. You can't really exploit it.
That's still a lot, though.
That's 24 times that you can view somebody's or your own future.
Fuck it, I'm a selfish piece of shit. I would view my own.
You would do your own? Yeah, I would do my own because I'm a selfish piece of shit. Would you rather have the power to read people's minds or turn invisible?
Like at any time?
At any point. Full control of when you turn invisible.
And I can turn visible again whenever?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I would do with that anymore.
And same thing. You can read people's mind whenever. It isn't it isn't just an always on loudspeaker in your head or anything. You choose when you want to.
I think if I was a kid, I would want to be invisible.
Boobies.
Yeah.
That's every kid ever. If they don't choose invisibility, they're fucking lying.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
But now, I would still pick invisibility for boobies.
I would choose reading people's minds.
Dude, how are you gonna sneak into Miley Cyrus's dressing room?
By reading their minds. Some security guard is gonna be thinking about his dying mom, and I'm gonna swoop in and be like, "Hey, I'm part of the production staff. Are you so and so?" Because I read his mind. He was thinking his own name. What a fool! What a fool!
Idiot. Who thinks their own name?
I just thought my own name when I said that. And then I go, "We just got a phone call. Your dying mom is dying even more now.
Bertha.
You should go." And then when he leaves, read her mind through the door. And I know it's her because she's also thinking her own name.
It's just elevator music.
Yeah. She thinks in her Hannah Montana voice, which is weird. In her raspy smoker voice. And that's how I make my win. I go, "Hey, look, I can blow your mind."
Yeah, I just don't know what I would use invisibility for anymore. It's just not practical.
Yeah, it just. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Polly's gonna come home, be like the dishes aren't done, and I just turn invisible, and she'll be like, "Fuck, he's not even home."
She's gonna be like, "I already know you're invisible, you piece of shit. Go ahead and wash them invisible."
Yeah, yeah, and put your dick away before you turn not invisible. Why is it? Why is it always out? When
I
you turn
can
invisible?
hear the fapping noises.
Yeah, man. Just I feel like reading people's minds is way better, way better.
But would I benefit from that as a kid?
As a kid, I don't think so.
I can't even read my own mind as a kid.
Yeah, I don't think as a kid you benefit from that at all. Not at all. All right, this is my last one. Would you rather be able to fly, but you can only fly 10 inches off the ground, and it does not matter whether you're standing or laying down, it's always 10 inches above the ground, and only at the speed at which you can power walk, or spaghetti fingers. And I don't mean your fingers are spaghetti. I mean with 8 fingers you can produce spaghetti. It's endless amount of spaghetti. As much as your heart desires. You don't get tired, you don't get hungry. It doesn't do anything. You just spaghetti. And then your thumbs, sauce. And you want meatballs? Like Yoshi.
They're made out of spaghetti, or they produce spaghetti?
They produce spaghetti. Oh. Yeah, like it comes like out of the, it like just magically generates. Like when you see movies and they're shooting lightning out of their hand. I don't know why. It's a very feminine. They're shooting lightning out of their hand. It's the same, but with spaghetti. And then your thumbs do the sauce, and then you Yoshi a meatball out. You just blah.
Well, I mean,
there's only one clear answer here.
Clearly,
it's spaghetti fingers.
I wouldn't even do the spaghetti. I would just do the meatball and the sauce. Just
it is, yeah. Just choke on your own.
Regurgitate a meatball, chew it.
It's spaghetti fingers, and then you go to the UN, and you say, "I will end world hunger. I want $1 billion." And then they go, "All right, do it. End world hunger." And you go, "All right, I need a helicopter, endless fuel." And you fly over all the hungriest parts of the world. Fucking rain down. It's cloudy with a chance of meatballs up in this bitch. And you just fucking rain down spaghetti and you sauce them up and then blah, blah. Just you end world hunger. You made $1 billion.
But flying would be pretty cool. It would be like on a
yeah, but it's like only 10 feet off or 10 inches off the ground.
You'd be on an invisible Segway.
I mean, yeah, but again, it's only at the speed at which you can power walk.
Exactly. I'd probably get tired of the spaghetti after like the second day.
Well, I mean, don't eat the spaghetti.
What do I do with it?
End world hunger.
Fuck those kids.
Fuck them all. Oh, well, you know what? If somebody took this all out of context.
Fuck all the kids.
Yeah, they'd be like, yeah, I got an uncle that's probably fucking, that's out there, his ears are burning.
Like,
what? You taught what?
Free spaghetti and we're fucking kids?
Yeah, his 2 favorite things.
I actually did just see one.
You saw a pedophile one?
No. I saw a Would You Rather involving spaghetti, but it was slightly different. It was, would you rather be able to shoot out spaghetti through your eyes on command, like spaghetti vision, or shoot out vanilla pudding through your fingers on command? And it's like, we get it. Like, obviously you'd want to choose the pudding, but
no,
picture this.
I would have chosen spaghetti eyes. Spaghetti vision? I don't really like spaghetti that much, by the way.
But the spaghetti comes out without sauce.
Oh.
And the pudding is sugar-free.
Fuck. Spaghetti. Still choose spaghetti.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of pudding.
Yeah. I love pudding.
I hate sugar-free pudding.
It's the sugar-free one. Yeah. That's really just...
I mean, you got to, like, sauce it up every time.
Yeah. I feel like the spaghetti one would just really trip people out. Going back on the flying one, it would be pretty cool if you did some like, hey, I'm taking bets. How much do you want to bet I can survive this fall? And you start small. 1 story. Everyone says you're going to live. You go, all right, fine. 2 stories. Everyone says you're going to live. And then you start getting, all right, well, how much that I don't break any bones? 3 stories high. You start taking some bets, make some money. And the thing is like as you fall, you start your flying, you're 10 inches off the ground, so you can lightly touch down. It won't even look.
But would you lightly touch down?
Yeah,
it's like an invisible barrier 10 inches off the ground.
No, it's not like an invisible platform that you just fall onto. It's flying. Like you're manipulating gravity.
You're falling too fast to be able to stop yourself within 10 inches.
No, I'm not fat. I'm not some fat guy with that power
that
needs to decrease his speed as he's going down. I'm pretty light. I'm about as light as a feather, like a feather with a fart stuck in its ass. Like I'm pretty good. I won't break my leg, but you do that, make a couple bucks, and then you take it up a notch. How much that I can survive a fall off the Empire State? You make it a huge thing, get on TV, right? Real fucking David Blaine shit. Make a couple $1,000,000. You can tell I'm poor because every one of these things is an exploit for money, and you're like, I'm gonna jump off the Empire State. You jump off, but this time. You don't glide down on the floor and make it look like you fell. You stop 10 inches above the ground. Mind freak. Segway. Invisible segway away.
With your arms crossed, just segway.
Segway away. And remember, it's no matter what. So if you're going flat, you still stop 10 inches above the ground.
You wake up in the morning and you just like float.
Yeah, floating off your bed. I had a nightmare.
You'd probably get fat though, because you'd never walk again.
So I would look like the rest of America, or the majority of America. Great. Probably wouldn't get fat, honestly. I don't walk a lot now. I work from home. I eat from home. I shit at home. I'm shitting right now.
Shit 10 inches off the ground.
That would be cool. That would totally be cool.
Big splash.
And it's off any surface. So, like, if you're on a building, you're 10 inches off the roof of the building. But as soon as you go over that edge, you immediately drop down to 10 inches. That'd be cool, but I'd still choose spaghetti fingers.
Yup.
Military word of the week. We skipped last week. Well, technically we didn't skip it. It didn't make the cut. Military word of the week is schmuggatelli. Very popular Marine Corps word.
What is it?
So schmuckatelli is used to give an example of things not to do. So schmuckatelli is a person. So you would say something like, to the extent of, all right, fucktards. That's how you show love to people beneath you. Say, all right, fucktards, gather around. It's time for your safety brief, your libel brief. Whatever you do, don't go out there. Don't get drunk. Don't drive. Don't drive while you're drunk. Don't murder a fucking stripper. Don't marry a stripper. Don't impregnate a stripper. A lot of it has to do with strippers. And you go, don't be like Private Schmuckatelli showing up on fucking Monday on the blotter that you got a fucking DUI while fucking a stripper, getting her pregnant, and then you killed her in the drive. And you're like, well, damn, Private Schmuckatelli's a fucking asshole. And anytime there's an example of somebody doing something wrong, you use Private Schmuckatelli.
Where did it come from? The real person?
I'd like to think so.
He's a real piece of shit.
Yeah. It's a real piece of shit. There's another one. This one's not a word of the week or anything. This is just some more Marine Corps lore for you. Do you know Wagner? Wagner loves cock. It is written in every porta shitter on every Marine Corps installation. It's written in every stall.
It must really suck if your name's Wagner.
Yeah, I've met a Wagner before.
Me too.
I've met like 2 or 3 Wagners before. One of them was at the gate going in, and all day he's just been hearing, "Hey, what do you love?" Because when I asked him, I was like, "What do you love?" He goes, "Cock," and then he just lets you go through. He's like,
I know.
He's like, I know. I took a shit earlier and it was in there. It was not even me. It was before my time. But yeah, if you ask any Marine ever, you meet any Marine, just ask him, what does Wagner love? He'll tell you. cock. Wagner loves cock.
Poor Wagner.
Poor son of a bitch. I've written Wagner loves cock on a porta shitter once. They got us brand new porta shitters on the shooting range, and I went into one to take a shit because I'm a grown up, and it was new. You got to break it in. It clean walls, and took out my little Sharpie. I was like, "Not today, Wagner. You love cock in here too."
You got to keep the tradition going.
Yeah. By like the end of the day, they all had it. It was like 6 of them.
Some of them had little cock drawings on them.
Yeah, dude. Marines draw some really artistic and autistic, amazing dick drawings. Like I've seen some that were like a whole battalion of penises saluting one like general penis. And then with like a penis copter flying overhead, like the blades were dicks, the tail was a dick, the pilots were dicks. Like I'll show you some of them. They're fucking amazing.
The dicks have dicks.
Yeah, and the dicks have dicks. I saw one was like a dictopus. It's an octopus, but he's a dick. Like it's just they get pretty crazy.
It's a dick with like 8 dicks.
Yeah,
and then his normal dick.
And then his normal a dick great shark, or a great dick shark. I mean, and it's a great white, but it's a penis.
Great white dick.
And he's got his 2 normal penises. Sharks have 2 dicks.
Great black dick.
No, that's that's fuck. What's his name? I'm spacing on his name now.
Harambe.
Yeah.
What do you think they? You think they ate Harambe?
No, they probably cremated him.
They just like threw him in the bag and fed him to the tigers.
Yeah, they're fed.
There was a little energy drink called Tiger something. No, I'm confusing it.
You're confusing it with the like icy hot type of bomb. It was called Tiger Bomb.
It's good stuff.
Or it is called Tiger. They still make it.
Yeah.
I want to sit down or hear from somebody that just like randomly popped in my mind that went through boot camp or basic training during COVID. I want to know what that was like, what that experience was like. Because they didn't have graduations. How could they? It was lockdown. It's got to be crazy. Can't make out with anybody in boot camp.
Did they have girls there?
No, it's all guys.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I think now they're integrating them. I don't know. I need to look it up. I know I saw some rumblings. I know that they integrated like MCT, but then that immediately was a bust. Like a bunch of people got pregnant. By people, I mean women.
Not the guys.
Not the guys, yeah.
But
I
guys
know,
can get pregnant.
So the East Coast MCT and stuff, they have like at least when I went through, they were the only ones that had females also training on the same area. And apparently dudes and chicks would like sneak off and go fucking dumpsters. And that's not even a joke. They would literally, they were trash fucking. They were trash fucking and getting pregnant, making trash babies.
And then they just dump the fetus in the trash.
Immediately. Yeah, Marine women can actually produce they get pregnant and then produce a fetus. Immediately. Like the gestation period is like 30 minutes. 30 minutes. At least it feels that way with how quickly they're on maternity leave.
And if they're Latina, you just get near them.
Oh, pregnant. Dude, you jack off 2 barracks away and you got one pregnant. And the curse counter says, Paulie's pissed.
The curse counter says if anybody's made it this far, they don't give a shit.
They don't give a flying F word. Ugh, that felt fucking dirty. I didn't like it.
Feels worse.
It felt worse. It felt dirtier. Because it felt like I was forcing our one listener to say it. They were like, F word. Does he mean fuck?
My battery's about to die.
Is it charge your fucking battery?
That was the old one. I have the new one.
Oh, all right. Well, do you wanna close it out already?
I don't know if it's gonna make it. It's blinking at me.
All right, let's go ahead and close out the episode. Thank you for tuning in. Do all the shit that we always like, share.
Stop
comment,
blinking
all that
at me.
shit. Stop blinking. Yeah, go ahead and do all that shit. And thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Beep.
Bye.